did you miss out on buying a MetroCard before sales ended on the last day of 2025? Do you still want one? Well, there's still one way to buy one type of MetroCard product. Well, it could be very snowy, cold, and windy. New Rochelle. Let's go ride one of Beeline's weirdest buses as we find out the one remaining way to buy a MetroCard. So, what is Beeline's weirdest bus route? Well, it is not the 445. That's a fairly normal connection from the 6th train to New Rochelle to Eastchester. Instead, it is the 45Q variant, which starts in New Rochelle. It parallels the 445 up North Ave, but then it goes to top of the ridge in Scarsdale, which is extremely random suburban area. It's extremely car dependent and doesn't really deserve its own bus, and yet it gets its own bus on roads that were not designed for a bus, as you will see later. This is in addition to the 663 and 66, which also go nearby. Why does this exist? I have no idea. If you know, please leave a comment. Also, the schedule is just great. It runs 4 times a day northbound, 2 times a day southbound, weekdays only. But how, you may ask, does one get a MetroCard on Beeline's weirdest bus route? So, I boarded the Beeline 485Q in New Rochelle. We went up North Ave, and then we turned onto Quaker Ridge Road, merged onto Pinebrook Boulevard, which is a sort of almost limited access road that was not plowed well at all. Then we had a really hard time turning onto Donnybrook Road in the top of ridge deviation because the streets up here were not plowed, almost like a bus wasn't designed to come here. And then I finally got off. But why have I not shown my MetroCard off yet? Well, that's because in New Rochelle the driver said that she didn't actually have any MetroCard transfers left. Because yes, the only type of MetroCard product you can still buy is a MetroCard bus transfer. But after I got off in top of the ridge, that changed. Alright, so I was wondering what the bus does after it ends this run, like here in this random suburban area. So it turns out it goes up towards White Plains to start a run on the 5. How do I know that? Because the driver just was driving back our service and yelled, "Hey, I got my fare box working. Do you want a transfer?" And of course I said yes. So this is the only MetroCard product you can still buy in 2026. You can buy it on any Beeline or Nice bus, but make sure the fare box is working before you do it. You have to pay with coins, no bills, and no pennies. And then it's valid for 2 hours on any bus on the system it was released on, plus the MTA. I don't believe Nice Beeline transfers are valid, but also you'd have trouble getting from Nice territory to Beeline territory within 2 hours. On the back, it says the date and time, the route, and the bus number, and that's how I know that this bus is going to go do a run on the 5. So yeah, that's that. Thank you very much for watching. The 485Q is a very weird route, and that's how you buy a MetroCard. Technically a MetroCard bus transfer, but still a MetroCard in 2026.